Right. Okay, right, well let's go up and we'll go on up and see the cows, and then we'll go and have a look at my field. We just spotted the cows are actually coming down now. Ooh, more blurry. Where are we? They are actually coming, so they're going to be down to that fence in a minute. Hit it, Jack! Hit it, Haz! Hit it! Woohoo! Christ! Oh, second gear! And we're up to 58. I like driving in Harry's car. I don't really. I like walking up the fields because it's too scary in Harry's car. We're not wearing seatbelts. We should be setting an example here. A bit late, Harry. Right.
We made it.
We have made it. Right, I'm going to let the wire down and you're going to drive through, aren't you?
Yep.
Right, take me right up to there. I don't want to walk very far. Okay.
Is that close enough?
That's good enough, sir. Yeah. Let's get this done before the cows come back down. Go, Az. All right. What are you doing? Hey? Here they come. Oh, there's a few down here already. All right, are you going to be able to get through there?
Yeah.
Try not to take out any cows.
Well, I think they're more likely to stick
Do you think they've come down those over there and gone there? Oh, Jesus, what was that? That was your car.
I'm going to have a look.
No, be fine, keep going.
I won't have a look at that then.
No, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll have a look. Oh. It did sound like something came off.
I'm going to have a look.
Have a look, just have a quick look. Like, I'll just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. It was on this side. You got to start looking where you're going when you're driving. Can you see anything? No. Ah, be alright. Okay. Be fine. It's just part of your exhaust, I expect.
Well, I reckon it's probably this.
What the? Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to get through this gate now, Harry.
Oh.
What are you going to do? Are you going to wait? Or are you going to drive? You want me to move them? I'll move. Right. Oh, I'm an old man. I can't keep getting out of here. Oh, this is like carry on flipping farming. Right. That was a bit of a clank. Right. Come on in. Shh. Go on. Come on. Come on. Surprised you haven't hit a few more stones, to be honest. Come on. Shh. Shh. Look at them all. All curious. Right, keep going. Addy, wait for me. Hello. Oh.
Look, it's Ashley. It's Ashley there.
Is it? Go on. Under your bonnet. Have you looked under your bonnet? Oh, we have looked under your bonnet. Can't open the window, right? Let's go and have a look at the silage and then we're going to have a look at my field.
Aircon.
Aircon? You got aircon in here as well? You got everything.
All settings.
Blimey, this car is cool.
And all the settings work.
Too good a car for you, mate. God, anything you get after this is going to be a right come down.
I might need some assistance in this game.
I reckon you'll be right. Go to the left and then it will move to the right.
It's what you mean.
Yeah. I do need to get you that windscreen wiper. If you remind me when I get in, I'll sort it out.
Beep, beep.
You want a Honda Civic windscreen wiper, don't you?
Yes.
You know what model this is or what year it is?
It's 95.
95, right. Of course it is. Right. I bet you there's no size left in those ring feeders now.
I reckon there'll be a little bit at the bottom.
There was only half full when I saw them about 3 o'clock.
I can put some more out tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow I'm going to put another ring feeder out because they're not going to get enough now.
You can put the one from the backyard.
I'm going to put 3 ring feeders out. Oh, there's still some. Look, they're still eating it, aren't they? Wait a minute. So, whoa, stop. Look.
You've got no battery on you.
I know, it's going to... There they are, look. They don't mind that, do they? There's the one with the anti-suckling device on it. Can you see that one there? See, she's chomping. See that one there? Look, I'm zooming in now, look. Can you see that in her nose? That is an anti-suckling device, so you can still eat. Right, let's go along there. So that little bit of plastic, that is an anti-suckling device, and that's to stop her sucking other cows, because she was sucking cows. It's got little spikes on it, not really nasty ones, but if she tries sucking another cow, they'll just rub on the other cow's teeth, and the other cow will just walk away. I don't even have to walk on yet. I don't want to open the gates. Or do you want me to open the gates?
Well, it's the next
I
day.
could open this one.
Please do.
Oh, all right.
Thank you.
Right. So we're going to have a look at our rainbow collection as well. I think we brought in over 300 rain bales now, and about 40-50 rainbow hay. So 300 rain bale silage, 50 hay, and we produced, I think, something like 24 rain bales ourselves this year on this one. 32 hay bales. Yeah, my manager's telling me here that 32 rain bale hay and 24 rain bale silage. Normally we produce about 300 rain bale silage ourselves. So, and because what was going to be rain bale silage went into the clamp, but that was a waste of time on second cut, wasn't it? Park her up, baby. There's our pile. There we go. There we go. Right, let's go and have a look at my field that is just opposite here. Right, we're going to go across the road and look at the rubbish people have chucked down. Still, look at it, bakery, jam and cream donuts. What's that? Monster. Disgusting. Right, well, so the last time we came out here was metal detecting a while ago. You've seen that video. We didn't find the pot of gold. But you might also remember that I also did a little video of the burning that was out here. Now, I can't remember the date of that. It was about a month ago. But here's a quick flashback to the burning. Trees on fire. The hedge is gone. Look at this. These guys are trying to put that out. See that actually the cattle are quite calm. If you look, they're up the top there. You can see through the haze. They're just jetting down the hedge. Right, that was the burning. Anyway, we're going to go have a look at how it's recovered, and it has recovered a bit. But also, in the meantime, Harry's discovered his little favourite thing. That's do they call that duckweed? I like that stuff actually.
Feels really nice.
Yeah, I don't think it'll do the cattle any harm. It's all lots of individual.
Ooh, that's quite disgusting.
Yes. What are you going to do with that then?
Smoking it out.
Are you? You'll be there a long time?
No, just wait.
Well, I'm going to look at the field. I shall see you in about a day then. I'll just leave Harry to clean out the water trough while we just check around the field. Now, I have agreed a deal with the chap who's, well, let's just say someone calls the fire. The person responsible for the fire has agreed to pay. He agreed to pay for the reinstatement of the fencing and the hedging and the grassland. So what I've done is I've agreed it in 3 stages. The fencing had to be immediate. That's been done now. And I said, well, we'll wait for the grass in September because we might recover, which you'll see in a minute. It is recovering, I think. And then I said you need to replant some of the hedge in November because I think some of the hedge will recover, but there are large areas that are really badly burnt, including a tree that we lost. So some of the hedge will have to be replanted, and he's agreed to cover the cost of all that. So, you know, it's the best outcome I can hope for. Right, I'm going to spin this around and show you the field. So actually, quite a result. I mean, bearing in mind we've obviously had a drought, and you've just seen my other fields as well, how scorched up they were. This is probably a result of scorching as much as from the weather as much as from the fire, but it has come back. And quite a lot of people did say to me, oh, it will come back, and then some other people said you need to reseed it, and I always had this opinion of let's wait and see, because I think grass, one thing about grass, it is very resilient. And if you look now, look how well it's done. I mean, it's not been a great deal of time since the fire, but that has greened up well, hasn't it? I think you'll agree. As green as the fields that I've just been grazing cattle in. So you give that another couple of months, that's going to look really good. The hedge is interesting as well, and I came out here the other night and looked at this. I didn't bother replacing this fence. Some people said replace it. It got a bit scorched, it might go rusty, but I think we probably just got about away without replacing this, because the wind was taking the flames that way, so the grass scorched it quite quick, but I don't think it damaged the galvanise on the wire here, so I think we got away with that. Anyway, but look, let me just show you the shoots of growth in the bottom of the hedge. Look, can you see down there? Look, surprising how quickly Mother Nature returns things to life, isn't it? You can see at the base of all the sort of burnt plants. Look at that one there. Look, see that burnt plant there? Right next to it is a little green shoot coming out of the ground. So all this top bit is all dead. I think it is probably dead. Yeah, that's completely dead. But actually, from the base, I presume the roots managed to survive. So, although it might take a year or two, I think it's going to be all right. I mean, some of it's a bit green on the top. There's a few live bits. But look here, the hedge is coming back. Amazing. All the way up you see green shoots of recovery. And I think, again, very lucky the timing. Look at this is a hazel here. Look at this hazel, it's completely dead. There's no life in that. The leaves are toast. Look at that. The leaves are completely gone. But in the bottom, look at it. Coming back. So, what is... I don't know whether it'll all come back. This is the interesting thing, whether it will all survive. I mean, look how the flames got pretty high here. Look how they scorched the bottom of the tree. Look, just the heat curled that one up, and just the other top bit's all right. Look at this all burnt off. But yeah, just the timing. I think from the grass recovery and hedge recovery point of view, we've actually got a window to see whether it recovers before the winter. So, oh look, there's a little walnut tree. I think that's a walnut tree. Yeah, that's a walnut. Just come up in the middle there, look. Must see one buried by a squirrel. Yeah, so I think because it's now August, we've still got a growing season all August, September, maybe October. That gives enough time for the grass to try and recover, but also it gives the time for the hedge to recover. So we're going to be really lucky. We're going to end up with some regrowth and probably enough to show what has survived and what hasn't. Some of this obviously didn't. I think this burnt worse over here. The intensity was higher because this is pretty well ablaze when the fire brigade got here. But look, this is the new hedge. Done a good job. Nice, sorry, new fence, not new hedge. Nice quality posts. Same spec as before. I said you've got to put back the same. So 3 strands of wire and wire mesh. Exactly the same spec. I wasn't going to stand for anything less. And to be fair, he was quite happy to do that. So the chat, we all, you know, this has ended amicably. There's been no animosity between us on this, which is good, because it could get very tense. So I wasn't going to kick off, because what is there to kick off for? It's done, isn't it? I was a bit shocked and upset at the time, I must admit. So I'm not so sure how well this is all going to come back, because it did get really toasted. Some brambles coming up there, but not a lot of regrowth from the bottom hedge. There's a bit here. Some of it isn't any hedge really, some of it's just brambles. What it really needs is it needs cutting all out and to see what you've got and start again. The difficult situation is you're negotiating on this. He's probably thinking, oh well, it's started to reshoot, I won't bother, don't need to replant. But from my point of view, I want to make this as stock proof as possible. He's not a farmer, by the way, so I don't think he's got quite the understanding I would have. But we'll see. It's got to be done. I told him it's got to be done by November, end of November. Otherwise, I would sub it out to someone else. So yeah. Anyway, the best result we could get is the regrowth. I think. Look at it, all round. If someone came out here, actually, I was going to say they wouldn't know it had caught fire, but that's a little bit of a lie, because you have got a very toasted hedge there and tree. But the field, wow, very toasted up there, look. As I said, the wind took it into those trees. It was lucky the fire brigade were on it then. Right, let's go and see what Hazard's done. I know this is quite a long video, and it might be a bit boring, but it's a little bit of an update, isn't it? Let's see what Hazard's done before we get back in the Hazard wagon. So it's a bit of a good news story, I think, on here, because we went through a bit of a traumatic time with that fire. Flipping heck. But we're pulling it all back together. The grass is coming back slowly on the farm. We'll make it through, and we'll make it through winter. So I'm a little bit more relaxed now than I was, to be honest, a month ago when it was really scorching up and we were struggling to think whether we were going to get enough bales. I won't tell you how much we spent, but we have spent thousands buying silage in to stand still. But that's the way it goes, isn't it? Right, Hazza, I thought you were going to come back and do your farm management, but you're obviously doing not quite sure what you want to do.
I'll give up.
Give up? No, you've got to suck each individual piece out with a straw now. What? Oh, that water looks a bit black, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think we need to clear that water out. Is there a stop tap down there? Can you see one down that pipe?
I think so.
Is there? Is there a little... Well, you know what a stop tap's like.
I think so, yeah.
Is there a stop tap there? What do you mean you think so? Is there or isn't there? Oh my god, what is that? What is that? There's some sort of... Oh Jesus, I'm going to have to find out about it. What? There's some sort of really dodgy plumbing. Don't like copper out in the environment. Yeah. Well, where's the meter read thing as well? Oh, it's over there, look. Can you see?
Yeah.
Stop. There might be a stop tap there, but that's a bit Heath Robinson. Right. Well, at least we've got a water trough. It's a big asset. But I think we should clean this out another day. Anyway, are you all happy with what you've seen tonight, farm manager? You're not?
Not enough grass.
Look, stop still. You've got a bit of that. Oh, it's just gone down your... Oh, it's on your neck. Right. Not enough grass. Look at the state of that. They might like eating that. It's like soup.
Maybe a bit dried out.
Soup. If it had been in there, it would have been soup. Cow soup.
Well, you said take it out, so...
Well, I think we need to bucket that out. It's pretty disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not looking good.
If all the wet leaves I cleaned out.
I don't think that trough probably hasn't been cleaned out for ages.
The wet leaves I cleaned out.
Well, so they had sheep in here, but the sheep couldn't drink from there, could they? It's too high.
I don't know.
Well, sheep couldn't drink that high, could it?
I don't think so.
I don't think it could.
I don't know how they'd get water then.
They must have decanted it into bowsers. I'm not quite sure.
How are we going to do that for my sheep?
Oh, I have no idea. It's you're the farm manager. Got to work that out.
Get a little sheep trough.
Get a little sheep trough. Right.
Connect it.
Oh, we're on to something else now. I think it's time to go. Time to go. Tea time. Let's go and have some tea. All right. Crack on.